Time to hear that shotgun cock.
Look. You see the person coming?
Don't you fucking move.
She's in labor. She's pregnant. I just need supplies.
You know he's not by himself.
Away from my boy. Sweet.
Oh, God, Xavier.
Syntell Rekkai.
What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. This is Paradise. Another day for us in Paradise. Season 2, this is episode 2. We have enjoyed what they've been doing so far of expanding the world. Rekkai, how you feeling so far, man?
I'm feeling it. I didn't know if I was, but I'm feeling what they're doing. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening.
Yes, so make sure you all stay to the end because we're going to have some great conversations over the things we've enjoyed and over some of the things we'll be scratching our heads over. And so without any further ado, let's get started.
If anyone is receiving this, my name is Xavier Collins. I'm flying to Atlanta to find my wife, Dr. Terry Rogers Collins, who sent a radio transmission from somewhere near the city center.
It's not helping. Time is actually making it worse because it's taking me further away.
Keep talking about time.
You're taking us to Colorado.
Wait.
Yeah, misery. Look at you. This is great. Okay, I've really been enjoying this season. We had some great nuggets on that last episode. I'm still holding strong to my theory that we're dealing with time travel in some capacity. It feels very like John Connor-ish. Yeah, like my guy here, Link, man. He's feeling very John Connor, so we'll see.
I don't know if I would like that or not, though.
Cinderella, time to wake up.
So he sees
Snow White.
Xavier sees him in like a shared dream. What kind of shit is that?
Only it seems like a shared timeline to me.
Word just came in. Train is still delayed.
Wait, another way then. Let's go find this bunker.
And we still have the theory that he's turning bad. That's still on the table too.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a villainous arc. Dang, look how big their crew is now. A lot has changed in 3 years. No, 9 months.
Well, that's because you know what I'm saying. If you come across good people got value, good people who add something to your crew or whatever, just they're not assholes. He's like, there's no way that we just gonna leave you out here.
A holy charge.
In most post-apocalyptic stuff, they kill them people or, damn near make slaves out of them. They rule about being a warlord.
Where am I?
It's not obvious.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Seriously? How far along are you?
You know, it's rude to assume that a woman is pregnant. Haven't you ever seen a sitcom? Jesus,
Be
can you
rude,
stop
dude.
staring?
Like you, fat ass.
We got the call. It's happening. Luisa Moreno. The pregnant lady. She's gonna be the first woman to give birth down here.
I know who she is. I'm wondering why you think it's a reason to burst into my office unannounced.
That wasn't really a burst. It was more of an amble. We've been down here for 5 months. This is my first chance to give people a reason to smile.
I should treat him like he's not even the president.
Should I ask her to name the baby Hope?
It's a bit heavy handed.
Nose.
Yeah.
I have a meeting this afternoon about the reactors. And you know, Mr. President, it wouldn't kill you to learn what keeps this place running.
Right, the aquifer. And the 3D printers and the modular nuclear reactors, yeah.
Reactors, there's multiple ones. Okay, that's a new piece of information.
I realize why this might be difficult for you.
I said I have work to do, sir.
She was kind enough to put sir at the end of that.
I just thought it was a good opportunity to bring the community together and celebrate something positive.
But after the death of her child, she ain't got no hope.
Your wife is there. She sent a radio transmission, 33.7, blah, blah, latitude, blah, blah, longitude. Thing is, you're not going anywhere anytime soon. I had to put 6 stitches in your spleen.
Ugh.
Listen, I know that you have been inside snug as a bug, but out here, the little things will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
A good rule of thumb is if it hurts when you touch it, it means it's not healed. Once you do heal, you're taking me to Colorado.
Yep. As soon as I go to Atlanta.
You're going to
What the
Atlanta.
hell you say?
I hear you.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Look like a weird mouth on his stomach. She gotta be her own OB.
He gonna have to help with this pregnancy.
Shouldn't be on your feet all the time like that. When my wife was pregnant, she had this terrible
I
nausea.
get it. You knew a pregnant woman once. Hey, now that you're getting stronger, I could really use some help around here.
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Tea.
Coming right up.
Smart face off. Yeah, I get it. You know a pregnant woman once. Shut your ass up. How many times you done this?
Yeah. I haven't seen the real sunset in years.
What did you use for lights down there?
Fake sky, fake mechanical sun. It looked so real at first. But the longer we were down there, the more the seams began to show.
I bet.
I cannot take you to Colorado until I find my wife. It's a non-starter.
The he that I had told you about in Colorado is the baby's daddy. He was heading there, and yeah, he asked me to go with him, and I said no. I decided to lock myself in a theme park because I was scared.
It's normal to be scared. Hell, I was scared shitless when I had a baby, and that was when the world was still intact. Scared of every damn thing. Fevers, strangers. And the older those babies get, the fears never really go away. They just change. You'll be playing with your kid, watching them splash around in the bath or play soccer for the first time. And sometimes, Annie, I swear it feels like your heart might fucking explode.
There's no soccer anymore.
There will be.
Sure, I won't be using animal heads as soccer balls. We go find your wife in Atlanta.
She said
And
we.
then you'll take me to him in Colorado.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're gonna be on a journey with a baby, a newborn baby. Oof.
Hey, the woman of the hour. How are you, doctor?
Mr. President.
Oh, Cal.
You know what would
Please.
suck for that kid,
How we
though?
feeling? Feeling good? Excited?
Ain't no other babies and stuff down there. That baby gonna be in kindergarten by their damn self. And
Your boy is going to be the first child born down here. Do you believe that shit? Think about it. The rest of us, all our memories, all our stories are from out there. He will be the first person whose entire story will take place here.
yeah,
He's the first of this world.
that's the new normal.
I'm not naming him Hope.
I told you.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way real quick.
Waffles. What I would give.
That does sound good.
Why is there no name on that?
Look, that's a dude from his dream.
Yeah.
Yep. That's him.
A link to the past. OG game, by the way.
Yeah, but that looks like the future, though.
I've been having these dreams. Maybe not dreams, almost like memories, but they're things that haven't happened.
You almost certainly had a concussion. I imagine you're gonna have sleeping troubles for a while.
Yeah, but that's
To the
not
noodle
it.
hills.
Why'd I see this dude that I've never seen before?
All right, if Xavier's off the table, what about Daniel, poor boy?
Daniel? Where'd that come from?
This kid I met after the crash.
Xavier.
Oh, are they Amish?
Lose the time?
They might be using Amish buggy. They don't mean they're Amish. They might be gangster.
There's nothing wrong with having a little trust, especially in times like these.
Yeah. Might be
Man, what you
MAGA.
talking about? You've been sheltered for the past 3 years. You don't know what the world is like? That's a bold claim of ignorance. You do not know this world.
Look, she got the toolie.
That's not the same little boy that was in the... No, okay. No, it's not. That was in the boat. That's what I was thinking at first.
Baby's heart rate dropped. It's been a prolonged decel. Prepping Mrs. Brown for the OR. We need to do an emergency C-section.
Ooh, that's major surgery.
Stay with me.
Right here.
I wonder if the environment there is a reason for
The
the...
staff on the plane
The
carrying
environment, the air, probably,
Mm-hmm.
you know, hell, cancer. If they sit on a couple nuclear reactors or some shit.
So I can't allow you to go in there unescorted.
Okay, well then scrub the fuck up, Xavier.
Stay here.
I heard that. Tell him, Cyclops.
That's enough for today. Come on.
Y'all got enough distance from the people that you just ran into?
Said you want a
Look,
waffle?
and run into a waffle bar.
I hope y'all didn't leave that horse out front. I hope y'all put him in the back.
I was just sitting here thinking the same thing. I was like, I hope they tie that horse up around back.
Ooh,
And he
you
know better
eat
than that. He's
flower.
Secret Service. He should have done a perimeter sweep first to make sure ain't nobody in here.
You almost told that joke that one time
Don't be lame.
Well, now you sound like my daughter. And you roll your eyes like her, too. Hey, has anybody ever talked to you about swaddling the baby?
Yeah! That's my joy.
First time you swaddle a baby, you think you're gonna break him. But you gotta pack that
It's gotta be
sucker
tight.
in
It's gotta be tight. Yes, sir.
like a burrito. You always make it tighter than you think you should.
Can't have that baby dangling. Give him a B plus.
Yeah, that was decent.
My dad used to say, if you're lucky, you got a few moments where you got to experience life at full volume. That's how he put it. Life at full volume. Those moments when you're completely present and everything slows down and all the textures and colors and sounds, they all go like high def. And when they lay your baby on your chest for the first time, and you know that they're safe, that they've made it to the world, that'll always be one of those moments.
Yeah.
You know, like 6 months ago, I woke up in the middle of the night because there was a sound. So I went up to the roof to see what it was. And then the lightning hit. It's a tornado the size of a city.
Damn.
It was so big that the lightning was inside of it. I saw that uncontrolled power.
She saw F5. She saw a finger of God.
That's the world my baby is coming into. No life at full volume, just pain and loss and death and all of the storms to come.
But the joy will come too. Just remembering that we're all capable of great change, great love, of great promise. It's a holy charge.
Ah, he said the thing.
A holy charge. Kind of like that.
What's
good,
the
right?
thing?
It's okay.
What's the
Is
name
that
of
the name of
the
this episode? Oh, okay.
episode? Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm with him. You can still guard yourself against the worst of people and believe in the best of people, but only if your whoop ass game is strong. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
I love how he was sitting under that picture of the choir. They're all in full praise. Y'all left the horse out front. Got to be more careful.
uh-oh. And she said that
Splish
she's only
splash.
about 6
Yep.
months along. Oh, and her water just broke, which means six months. This baby's premature.
Come on.
This baby's a preemie, which that's a whole different kind of.
My blood pressure is too high. I have swollen ankles and blurred vision, and it's called preeclampsia.
Yeah.
Go back inside and we'll figure it out, okay? One step at a time. Here we go. Come on.
Okay. Way to de-escalate that.
Him and the old girl Annie, they're gonna be locked in forever. Shit. He getting ready to give birth.
If she survive.
See her hoo-ha. Like,
We need something to tie off the umbilical cord.
and cut it. I remember that girl. She was on that one series on Netflix called I want to say it was On Our Block.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, it was good. Crazy YA series.
I gotta go get help. If not help, then at least a few supplies to
No.
help you deliver.
No.
You're not gonna have this baby anytime soon.
He getting ready to try to go up the road where he's seen them people.
I will not allow you to have this baby alone. I'll be so quick, though.
No, Xavier.
The people that we
You
saw
better be-
are just over
you
the
better
hill.
be tooled
right? They'll
up.
have what we need, but they'll know where to get it.
No, we do not know those people. We don't know what they're capable
They're
of.
just people, Annie. And we're not gonna be scared of them, right? So you just keep walking.
About that.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean, he definitely got a good heart and a lot of
He
trust
been living
in
in that
humanity.
goddamn bunker too long.
Yeah. And you a brother on top of it? Oh.
Down here, and I don't
Big
know where
ass no
they're at.
trespassing sign.
Let's see, it was Arkansas that way. So where are they?
You better leave a message and say I'm out.
Hello? Hello,
I
anyone?
mean, he did leave it a horse.
I'm approaching unknown.
Yeah, but where's she gonna
You
go?
a brother, dog.
My friend.
You a
Yeah.
brother.
He got way too much bass in his voice. Hello, can I borrow some sugar?
Oh,
And
brother,
he just
brother.
going in the
What you?
house. Oh,
Oh,
bro.
what's
I don't
that,
care what
brother? What's
time it is.
that? Ooh.
They out there preparing a ritual in the backyard, dog. Oh, now he just gonna go in here and start stealing herbs and spices and stuff. He's the dead man. They got everything in this house, including this booby trap and this shotgun about to be to the back of his head.
Time to hear that shotgun cock.
Look, look, look. You see the person coming in?
Don't you fucking move.
She's in labor, she's pregnant. I just need supplies.
You know he's not by himself.
Wait for my boy. Just wait.
Oh, God, Xavier.
Right after my son Jeremy was born, the day my wife and I were driving home from the hospital, we got rear-ended badly. And Jeremy was in that car seat just shrieking. So we turned the car around, headed right back to the hospital. Of course, the doctor didn't blink an eye. He took one look at Jeremy and he said, I want you to remember one thing. Babies are built to survive. They're
That is a
resilient.
fact.
Yeah, she was like, yo, I'm out.
3 days after the fact, alive and well. I promise you, first time that little boy smiles, it's not just going to change you, it's going to change our entire world.
Please, I'm alone. I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
Oh, okay. Woo.
I told you I'd
All
be right
right,
back.
Xavier knows more than me.
You know why he thought it was okay? Because when he saw that woman
he saw
on
the
the back
baby in
with
the
the
back.
toolie and the little kid.
Yeah, and the baby. Yep.
Move the catheter over to her right side, please. Let's get her measurement.
Remember, at this point, he's holding it in, but he still got major beef with the president.
Can I help?
Yes, prop this table up on there.
Watch fingers now. Good. So roll that over there. Over the top.
Okay.
I'm making my first incision just above the
Listen,
pubic
I don't know what he
symphysis.
said, but listen, he got game. He talked his way through that and came back with a cavalry of help.
I've located the bladder, gently shifting now. There's the uterus.
She ain't had no Lamaze. She ain't had nothing. Like,
Deep breaths, Andy. Deep breaths.
she might not even know how to breathe.
Amniotic sac is already ruptured. Retract. Suction.
Oh, the amniotic sac is already ruptured.
Suction.
Now look,
Don't
she
bring that
came
hate
down on
energy over here.
He probably just thawed just a little piece of that ice on her heart.
There we go.
That is a big ass baby to be about 6, 7 months old. That baby's he's a linebacker.
You okay?
And tie that umbilical cord off with a twisted tie from bread.
Oh, the Grinch heart grew a couple of sizes.
Because you can't be mad at the babies.
Zelda. I mean, you already got a link. You might as well have a name it Zelda.
That's funny. Link, meet your baby Zelda.
Built to survive.
Built to survive.
Yeah. It's a lot of blood, huh?
What's happening?
The placenta won't come out and
Oh.
the bleeding won't stop.
Oh.
What can we do?
Oh, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. No!
Oh, shoot.
Stop, please, stop. Guys, just stop. I said stop.
The placenta won't come out. And
And she won't stop bleeding.
Xavier about to have another. They can really kill her off in the 4th
Yep.
episode. That's wild.
No, I knew.
Oh.
I knew.
Oh, Ned Stark.
It's for her.
That's why she wrote the note before. She knew.
Give this to her.
Oh.
She's old enough.
Amy, what are you doing?
Xavier.
Hey, can you come back over here, please? Will you keep going?
Xavier.
Yes.
Find the...
Find Link.
Damn it, this is us.
It has to be
Golly.
you. And her father.
Ooh, the pollen
leading
count in this.
Group to the bunker to start the world. You will not let her be afraid of people.
Mm.
Promise me, Xavier. Your holy charge.
Ooh.
Scared anymore.
She's not scared anymore.
Oh, they had throwing the baby cry too. Woo! Goodness. Gone.
Do you know anything else about her? Last name, year she was born?
We didn't know each other that long.
Tried to give everyone we found out there some dignity, some grace.
Hey,
Your
your
baby
baby.
saw.
Hey, your baby.
How is that gonna work? Like, last I checked, you can't lactate, brother.
Look, all the people they found out there to give him some grace. Look at this.
Nobody.
Boy.
I mean, I know I keep harping on it, but don't that he don't have a name. Like, how is that's wild to me.
It might be on the back though. There's certain cards and stuff where they don't put your whole name on the front. They put the stuff on the back. You know, like there's a barcode. I'm sure there's like a barcode and stuff like that on the back for them to scan in and stuff.
We could take the baby. We don't have much, but we could find a way.
That's such a tea kettle.
It's a promise I can't break. Babies are built to survive. They're resilient. They've been found in the rubble of earthquakes 3 days after the fact, alive and well.
That's right.
The night before Annie died, she was telling me about this storm she saw. In the last few nights, I can't stop thinking about it. She said she was afraid of what storms will come. That's how she put it. What storms will come.
Her baby daddy is the storm.
Yeah, I look at Tony sometimes and I think, I cannot goddamn believe I'm his grandma. It seems like just yesterday I was sneaking off under the bleachers at the football games trying to get laid with my first boyfriend.
It moves fast.
We all forget how close we are in time. How quickly our sins become our children's burdens. You should give that thing a test drive.
Apocalypse, you still find you a baby Bjorn.
Oh, how the hell am I gonna do this?
I don't know, brother. I don't know how you gonna do that.
Like a secretary come over, check on the baby Annie.
Mm-hmm. Trust in Seabiscuit.
This is wild.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, brother.
He's like, listen, it worked for the Mandalorian, damn it.
That is not Grogu, and it does not have a space
Grogu got
carriage right
powers.
behind it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to come by and say congratulations. And if you ever need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. What did you end up naming him? This is Calvin.
Calvin. Okay, Calvin.
That's the president's name.
My son Dylan was a terrible sleeper. Oh, he sleeps like a dream. I, however, have not slept since he was born. Yeah.
Let me hold him, and you go get some sleep.
You wouldn't by any chance mind.
Does
he need to be fed? Yeah.
Oh, don't give that to baby to that woman.
Yes. Why don't you lie down? I'd be happy to take him for an hour or two. Yeah? Yes. Hi.
Nah, she hasn't gone full demon's disciple yet.
Who is this?
Man, you set a bar about Calvin, and you know how I feel about the time. I feel like there's some time stuff going on in here. So all I'm saying is my antenna are up.
You'll feel how warm the sun can be on your skin.
Okay, she's not gonna hurt the baby.
You'll know what the moon looks like in all its phases. You'll see how the constellations travel across the sky at night. I swear, Calvin, I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
If you're reading this, I'm sorry that we never got the chance to meet. I don't know how old you'll be or who you'll be with. All I know is that you were born into a hard world. And I hope you can feel the love that I have for you, especially in your darkest moments and the longest nights. There are good people in this world.
Okay.
There always have been, and there always will be. I trust that you've become one of them. I trust that love travels across death, across time. that it bridges impossible distances and binds people who've never known each other.
It's funny if Terry's here. You know, there's always work at the post office.
You must be Xavier.
Whoa.
I'm a friend of your wife's. I'm a friend of Terry's.
Where is she?
Easy.
Remember,
Is she here?
he said it on as he was crashing.
How the fuck do you know my wife?
How do I know your wife?
So I'm her husband.
For the last 3 years, Terry has been my best friend, my partner.
Okay, that's the right thing to
Closest thing I
say.
have to a sister.
Oh, sister.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She's my favorite person left in this godforsaken world. She's been taken from me.
Oh, wait a minute. What you mean taking?
So that's how I know your wife.
I knew they was gonna leave us like that. Oh, the mystery box. The mystery box. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Okay.
And why would he say it like that? She's been taken from me.
Yeah, taken like what? Taken as in dead? Taken as in kidnapped? What do you mean taken? Like, I need you to, be more clear. I know that can't be clear for us, the viewers, because they have to keep us wanting more. First off, let me start by saying, damn you, This Is Us. You over here things got glassy for a hot second. I started seeing the world get a little glazed over.
Your eyes start sweating.
The dust. Yeah, the eyes are sweating. Oh, man, they entered Starkster, dog. They added Starkster. They let us get to know her. Like, really, they let us get to know her that I was like, oh, man, she might have some plot armor on her a little bit. It was that level.
We started off this whole season. The whole first episode of this season was about her.
Yeah.
They pulled us in.
I'll say this, though. That's probably going to be one of the smartest babies on the planet because that baby's grandmama is brilliant. Its mama is brilliant. Its father is probably one of the more brilliant people on the planet based off of what the scientist said before he checked out. It feels very, chosen one-ish. It's way too soon to see if that's it. Because, I don't think we're going to do a time skip 30 years from now. No time soon. But that baby is special. Yeah, little girl. That baby is special. But they're doing some interesting stuff, and you called out something that I would not have put two and two together until you said it. The woman in Paradise having the baby, name that child Cal. Calvin, excuse me. And we've been calling the president Cal this entire time. I believe they've said the president's full name to confirm it. Writers are real funny about naming characters the same names. Because in order to make things clear for the audience, they avoid that at all costs. But here lies a baby with the same name as the president, with a very heavy, well, I'm not gonna say heavy-handed, but let's just say hinted too strongly that there's some timesy-wimesy stuff potentially happening. They haven't said it flat out. There are some interesting things that I believe time and its existence are going to be very paramount to whatever it is that's going on, whatever the MacGuffin is that's in Paradise regarding the reactor, regarding this strange child who is supposed to know and save the world, some John Connor stuff kind of going on. And now we have like one more interesting piece of the puzzle kind of adding to it's probably a Hail Mary. It's a Hail Mary tinfoil hat conspiracy theory, but I'm sticking to it. I have yet to see anything to kind of debunk the fact that time travel or interdimensional things or different storylines, that is in play. Something that is, what's the word I'm looking for? Not supernatural. It could be supernatural. I don't know, because we don't have all the answers. but something that is out of the norm is in play, and we have no idea what that could be. Excellent episode. First off, Sterling K, we know how much of a freaking monster actor he is, and he did a very good job of giving us a better understanding of what it means to trust in humanity. Still think he's coming from a place of naivety. You've been in a nice little bunker for the past 3 years, but it ended up working out in the end. And apparently he's a superhero enough that he could feed a baby from Arkansas to Atlanta, and we ain't asked no questions. So there's that too as well. But overall, outside of that, the logistics of that, just the math ain't mathin'. That don't matter. Rekkai, how you feeling about this episode and or the series so far this season?
The season has been excellent so far. Like, I am 100% drawn into the story that we are telling. Okay. Did not expect that to happen to Annie. You know, couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Here's the thing. I was thinking about what you were just saying. You know, the lady in Paradise naming the baby Calvin, little boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really that weird.
Okay.
Because apparently, you know, I don't know if it was just that her husband didn't make it down there, the baby daddy didn't make it down there, because, you know, at that point, they're still they're only a few months in, 6 months in being down there. So it's no telling why she was chosen to be there in the first place. She, you know, seems like she was pregnant when she came down there. She might have been 2-3 months pregnant when coming down there, what have you. Naming him Calvin because he was the one that just for whatever reason, you know, stuck by her when, you know, it got rough there at the end when the baby looked like they had to do emergency C-section to talk her through it.
Okay.
If you just be warm, you know, and it's probably the first person that really talked to her like that, you know, to give her hope, even though she said, hey, I ain't naming this damn baby Hope. You know, probably makes all the difference in the world. You know, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, at least in the black community, you don't be naming your baby after dudes that ain't the baby daddy, because that brings up too many damn questions.
You can bring that drama into your life.
You said something about time travel.
Something. Yeah, sometimes you want there's some timesy-wimesy stuff going down.
While I haven't ruled it out, I don't like it.
Okay, say more.
I'm just thinking the nature of what this show has been. It's been very practical. And they've shown us a lot of stuff through flashbacks and things like that. So you have, even, you know, where Xavier said is, I've been having some dreams, but they don't seem like dreams. They seem like stuff that hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been having some visions. And we saw Link have the same visions of him looking back and seeing Xavier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Outside of that, you can't really say anything has been time travel-y. And I just think if they introduce that element to this show, I think it'll mess up the show. Just because it becomes a different kind of show then. It's like, and I never watched the show, and I'm just going by what I heard, but I remember that when people used to talk about Lost, Lost was this mystery box, and everyone's figuring out the mystery box, but then they got to, you know, later in the seasons or whatever, and it's some old timey-wimey time travel government conspiracy bullshit or whatever was going on. He's like, wait, what? And it just, I think what this series is working on can work without introducing some new supernatural time travel where it goes from being a post-apocalyptic character development show into some sci-fi I mean, it just, I don't think that would be a smart choice.
Okay.
I mean, granted, I think it was going to be stuff like that you should have seen signs of it all along. That there should have been something more that let you in on whatever is down here in the bunker, whatever they got going with the 3D replicators and the nuclear reactors that the thing is sitting on, that you can hit a switch and maybe somebody can join Jean-Claude Van Damme and the Time Cops and go back in time or some shit. I just think that would be incredibly lazy, actually, to
Okay.
write that in and shit. It's just like, you know what? We didn't have a real good idea, so we're gonna go and play with time. I just think there's some better solutions than that.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm not mad at that take at all. The thing is, oftentimes you want to stick with the thing that, you know, what my homeboys used to say, stick with the chick you took to the prom, right? They used to say, like, you know, stay with what's familiar. Don't just, you know, go off Mirandering into the bushes when you've got something that's solid and that has worked. I'm glad that you brought up Lost. I'm not really familiar with it, but I do understand the frustrations that people had with it regarding some of the supernatural elements to it and all of that. But if I remember right, and please correct me if I'm wrong, the first season was built in the space of practicality until the polar bear shows up, right? And then that was kind of like maybe.
Oh no, I never watched it, so
I know what I'm saying.
I just
from my
remember
understanding,
hearing
it was
the
practical.
ire that people had. It's like people was way pissed. They're like, wait, what? It's like a bait and switch. You sold us one thing and then gave us some other shit. It was like, wait, what?
Right. But what I bring up Lost is because even though it left the comforts of practicality, it still became one of the most watched TV series at that time. It actually, you know, kicked off the mystery box formula into being a little bit more of a mainstream thing. I don't know if Paradise is capable of that, and I do agree with you that I do feel comfortable in the space of a practical world. I agree with you on that. There's a lot of ways it can go way more wrong than right when you start dealing with time travel. Time travel is the kiss of death for many, many things, or even the supernatural. We don't know what that's going on. And like we said, these are a Hail Mary. I know we're spending a lot of time on this Hail Mary theory, but it just feels very strong. And I'm curious what you all think of the comment section. I did read some of the comment section, and I do believe that there was a couple of people that think that there might be something timey-wimey kind of go along with it. Right now, the writing team, the showrunner has got me in their good graces because this is such a character-driven story. If they can maintain that level of us loving, hating, adoring, wanting to get to know these characters, if that can still maintain and be the main thing, and whatever it is that's going on in the world is more of a secondary kind of thing. If they can maintain that, the core of what it is, I'm down to go for the ride. But the minute this stops being a character-driven show and the gimmick becomes the thing that you come to see, I think we're gonna run into some problems. But they haven't showed it yet. And I still have faith in the writing team so far that they'll put us in the right direction. For you, if they do jump the shark, and this looks like it could jump the shark, is it kind of like I'm done, or are you going to give it some grace?
I'm willing to give it some grace, only because we here, you know, they can't all be gems now, can they, Turkish? You know, and you know, sometimes you know, you gotta see it through, my boy. It just, if we were not doing this for a reaction,
yeah,
and they did jump the shark and they pulled some bullshit out, I'd be like, you know what? I'd probably give it like one more episode to see, and I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. I just, you know, lost all interest, and I'm gonna have to have somebody else tell me how that shit ended, because I just can't. But since we're here now, so we are a season and a half in, so okay. Keep rocking with y'all. Hell, I didn't think it was gonna end well for Xavier when he ran his ass down the road to holler at the other people. Like, He should,
Yeah.
this is clearly a different America that he lived into. You in the deep South and just
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
okay.
You done broke into somebody's house in the deep South as a black dude. It's like, ooh, maybe times have changed. Maybe the apocalypse made people more understand. I don't know. I can only go off of my own personal experiences.
And maybe he thought that they would be a little bit more
the-
forgiving because the woman, she clearly looked kind of, Asian, Native American or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Mexican even. So maybe he thought that they were a little bit more tolerating
Understanding,
because they're a little bit
yeah.
more diverse of a family.
Mhm.
I mean, he still ran his black ass to their house, walked in their house
Walked in there.
with all that bass in his voice, and then just start stealing shit. Like, I need it. Let me get a pan and let me get some ice spices and herbs and then the
Yo,
first
we
thing
was
he does-
both like,
and then-
what are you doing?
And then the son runs up on him. He takes his gun, hip tosses him. You know what I'm saying? He about to damn near put the boy in cuffs for the old man, you know what I'm saying, pops up on him with a shotgun. It's like, dude, like, really?
Yeah.
Hell, this ain't even post-apocalypse, and you'd have got a cap busting your ass.
Something I think is gonna play well as well, and it may play towards the supernatural. I don't know. There is something important about that Cat 5 tornado with the lightning in it. I don't know what. I don't even have a theory. I'm just saying. I just think that's important. I'm wondering how you all feel in the comment section. Because to have something like that is like a throwaway thing, and it's like we're living in turbulent times and we have to beat the storms. It's like you gotta have just a bad storm and get that message off. It ain't got to be a Cat 5 with lightning in the center. Like, that's very specific. So I'm waiting. And then, of course, the thing, and I know y'all gonna be sick of me talking about it, that damn student card for Link. Members of the Discord had said that there's writing on the back of it and could probably state his name. But it's just a little too, why is there not a name? I personally haven't seen a student ID that didn't have the person's name on the front of it, but that's just me. That's my own personal experience. So I'm not saying that's not possible. But I just find that interesting for the storytelling. You got anything to close out with, brother?
Well, I've seen plenty of student IDs that don't have the information on the front because ever since identity theft popped up several years ago, they stopped putting it on the front, started putting it on the back.
Okay, and I'm an old head who has not seen the world, so I give you that, brother. Okay. Yeah.
And then I don't know. With this show, I really hope that they don't go super natural, that they don't go left. And I do want to say shout out to Shailene Woodley, who played Annie. She is an actress that just, there's a lot of actresses in the sun that you just love. And she's one that I really have not enjoyed her performances over the years. From the Divergent series to a few other things that she's been in, she's been very blah to me. However, I really did like her portrayal as Annie. I did really like how she showed up in this character. I believed her in the whole thing about being alone and not trusting. And that's kind of what I saw in the metaphor of the category 5, the F5 tornado with the lightning in it. Because it's not about that, just like she told that story, but then also that's juxtaposed with her sitting outside looking at the sunset, and, or maybe sunrise, I'm not sure. And, where Xavier said, I haven't seen the real sun in years. And it's just, she done taken up in Graceland, of all places.
Graceland.
And it's just to remind you how small we are in the grand scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing about those huge tornadoes like that, F5s, F4 shit, that, 300 plus mile per hour winds, the funnel itself is the size of a damn near a whole town. One of those ones is like, I don't give a shit what kind of car you in, you're not getting away from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't have a good place to shelter, your ass is gonna be in the, you know, in the dryer. But as she stood out on the balcony and looked at it, it didn't come close to her. It didn't come touch her. You know, and that's just one of those things about how we have so little control over the universe. We have so little control over things. You have to be able to take account and be able to control what you can control. You know, unfortunately, she learned at the end, you have missed several years of living, damn near waiting to die, being afraid of everything. And that was that trauma that was brought on by her mother. And her mother had Huntington's disease. And I don't know if she had it, but it's a trait passed down mostly through females. And maybe her daughter will have it.
No, that was Alex that had Huntington's disease.
Who had that? Who's Alex?
The woman that was bedridden by the scientists before he took her name and named
you're right.
And named
her
whatever the thing is.
You're right. Link's mama or whatever.
Yeah.
She was just, her mom had mental issues though, right?
Right. Yeah. No, she was ill.
Her mom was
definitely
brilliant.
ill.
Her mom was brilliant and then had mental issues. Did her mom take herself out? Did they?
I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. You know, but it still goes back to the thing is, you know, I heard someone say once, you know, saying if you don't get busy living, you're just waiting to die.
Get busy living, get busy dying. Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. And really it is like that. You know what I'm saying? Life is to be lived. Life is to be experienced. And it's hard when everyone has had the kind of experience that they've had. You know, they grew up on the outside and the world went to shit overnight in the middle of eating waffles or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to look at it as like, you feel like you got punished because you survived.
Survivor's remorse.
Yeah, but sometimes you survived because you have a greater purpose. And I guess that all goes back down to how you, and I'm not saying how you feel religiously, but what is your place in the universe, you know? And it may not even be about you. It may be
like the doctor.
about, it may be about
like the doctor.
the little bambino that you just brought into the world. It may be that. You may have been, you know, I mean, because she's brilliant, her mom was brilliant. You met up randomly with a brilliant ass dude to produce this baby.
In
yes,
Graceland.
it does have,
in
at
Graceland.
Graceland of all places.
Yeah.
in your blue suede shoes, you know what I'm saying? And all you asked that man was don't be cruel. You know, and it does give undertones of, you know, the one, the you know, the chosen one.
Some John Connor-ish. I don't know. But you're sounding, I think that's the speed. I was gonna say that's kind
thing.
of like
that for that baby to grow up and be, you know, the one. I'm not saying all that, but whatever it is that Link has got planned, however that's gonna turn out or whatever, I just think that maybe this child may have some more purpose that, you know, we'll probably never get to see.
Yeah, I think your sentiment is exactly what the doctor was trying to explain. Oh my God, I forgot his name. The other Secret Service agent that died last season. I can't think of his name. When he came in to kill him. Well, Billy. Yeah, there we go, Billy. When they had that moment, and he was like, and he gave in. I mean, because the doctor pretty much gave in. He accepted his fate. Not only did he accept his fate, he welcomed him. He gave him the address. He was like, "This is where I live. Come holler at me."
Yeah.
And he said, "Is this supposed to happen? Like, is it already predestined? How does that work? You know, you know how important you are, you know, in a sense, because by you allowing this to happen, you could potentially save billions, you know? So what, you know, is it ordained? Did that tornado miss her on purpose? How come nobody pulled a kick door on Graceland which I think would have been a high quality area to pull a kickdo to for however long they were, 2.5 years that they were there.
And
only one
damn time.
And only one group came to Graceland to be like, maybe there's some supplies and stuff in there. Like maybe she's protected by
and
something
they weren't
larger.
a bunch of psycho crazy killers and stuff. There's actually a, you know what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
cool ass little group of nerds.
Yeah. So
Where
all
does
of
that
that
happen at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just came in here to look for supplies and, you know what I'm saying, start our weekly game of D&D.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Look at this Discord showing up. Said you can faintly see a bunch of writing on the back as well as a smaller version of the image of the front. That's regarding the ID with Link's ID. Mr. Link to the past. I'm gonna keep calling him that because it's just funny. You don't really meet human beings named Link. the only other Link I know is from the game, and that is arguably one of the greatest games ever, A Link to the Past. So let's see. Oh, in the Matrix, there's a link in the Matrix. That's what the chat's saying. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Harold Perrineau. Remember, he took over as the pilot of the ship.
Oh, his name was Link?
Yeah, his name was Link.
And he was on the Matrix?
Yeah.
Man, stop playing with me. I'm gonna just leave it alone. Hey, listen.
Yeah. Remember when the two brothers died in the original one?
That's right.
He took over. His name was Link.
Man, Quinky Dink? I don't know. Quinky Dink. I think we've gone deep enough in conspiracy theory, and I can't wear any more tin hats. My neck is getting tired. If you've been enjoying just the insight, especially coming from Rekkai, tell the people how they get in contact with you.
Absolutely. I would like for anyone to reach out to me. I'm looking for an editor, trying to get my long form on my YouTube back to popping, but I need an editor for real. So you can find me on my Patreon, find me on YouTube, Crimson Commentary, Crimson with a K, Commentary with a K. Reach out to me by email, so we can chat.
And don't worry if you get all that. There's a link in the description that you can get to super quick. Now we're digging too deep. Hey, no, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all, take it easy. Peace.